What's up, Warrior Gang? It is bright and early. I feel like absolute crap. That's going to be part of the video today, is explaining to you what's going on. Alright, I got my infusions. If you guys are aware of my health issues that I deal with, I'll link a video up here. If you haven't seen that, go check it out so you're more educated as to what goes on in the daily life of Water Warrior. Anyway, I get these medical infusions every 6 weeks now, and they're over a span of 2 days, and it's 6 hours per day with an in-home infusion nurse. Alright, so I get hooked up to a pump. I get this this medicine in me over 2 days, and then inevitably, unfortunately, for the next 4 days afterwards or so, I'm usually really sick, man. And this is day 2 from the infusion, so I'm feeling pretty bad. I don't feel that great. The only way to combat this nauseous, gross feeling, this feeling of death, is saline fluid. All right, the simple water, salt water that you get in a hospital for tons and tons of money, especially if you don't have health insurance. Luckily, I do have health insurance, so the doctor provides me with a bunch of saline for after the infusion, and then I get a leave-in IV. So, still got the IV in my arm. We're gonna get loaded up with some fluid, get hydrated, and hopefully go deep crank for some summer reservoir fish. So let's go get this done and get out on the water. So guys, I'm gonna show you how to do it IV for yourself. Hopefully you never have to, but this is how you do it. Take this guy, whatever this thing's called, the pick of death, stick it in the hole.
Twist back and forth.
Oh, back and forth, just twist. It's in there. It's going down.
And drain it into the box for now. Okay, now you have to open it up.
Alright, we're gonna let her run.
Can you hang that down? It's gonna start flowing and it's gonna go right in your face.
Now what? Okay, so here's the beautiful IV that I was left with. A little bit.
There you go. Now.
Oh, life.
Okay, now stop.
Okay. And we're almost there, folks. Now you clean this guy. We're plugged in. Just like that. Alright, and now all we need to do to start it is unclip. We're running wide open. Trying to get out there and fish. We need to go pick up some snacks, some food, more water, and then we'll be out there, man. Man, this shit is crazy. I would have never imagined in a million years that I'd be dealing with something like this at my age, man. Alright, undo that sucker, and we're ready to fish, baby. Let's go. This is gonna be a long one, dudes. This is gonna be a real long one. I feel like crap. Should not be out right now. Should not be chugging excessive amounts of energy drinks. Should probably have some of that. But I've already had like a gallon of water and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of water right now. I'm a water warrior, but damn, too much is just too much. Let's get to the lake. My buddy Justin is coming with us today. You know, he'll hold me up if I pass out or anything, so I do have a safety net. Thank you for coming, Justin. We'll see you soon, buddy, at the ramp. We're launching at Ricky Jorge today, Rocky Gorge, whatever you want to call it. Fill that place with cement. That's how I feel about it 99% of the time. Today, hopefully, the place will change my mind. I had a magical day there with Justin last year in the spring where we had like 20 pounds. 20 pounds of fish. I kid you not, man. But it's been a long time. And in between, we haven't had anything close to that. So we're going to deep crank today. That's going to be my objective. I'm just going to sit there and just... Look who I found here at the ramp. Our long lost friend, Jay Lee.
Oh.
How you doing, Bass on the Brain? I see a little goatee coming in.
I know. I've got some coming.
You got a little something.
Yeah.
A little fish sauce.
Little fish sauce.
You think it's gonna bring them in today, bro? What are we gonna do?
You know what? I think.
What'd you bring, by the way?
I think these are gonna bring.
The white Crocs?
No, but.
Hey, classy, buddy.
Yeah, in all seriousness.
Yeah, in all seriousness, what you got?
6XD, spinner bait. Already know
Slider,
the
baby.
dinger on the slider head and a drop shot. I don't really fish a drop shot, but
You gonna do it today?
Try it, yeah.
Last time you guys saw me, actually, this depth finder, it was 2 months ago. Aquaquan tournament 3 or 4. This thing wouldn't work because one of the prongs had broken. So we got that fixed. Yes, we're good to go. Hopefully that works all right. Not that it's gonna help us. Let's go. Look, we got a living legend out here on the water, stranded. Well, no, he's got the front motor, all right. I was walking down the hill and before I went up the hill to put the truck away, I seen my man, Big Fish Jeff Davis. Confident, not cocky, that's his motto. And he should be, because he wrecks fish. So he's gonna come over here and tell us all the secrets about what he did today. You know, he'll tell me he was throwing a lure. And then we'll be good to go, you know? That's all there is to it, but I think his trolling motor blew up. I smelled some smoke up the hill.
Yeah, we saw that smoke.
My man's using a paddle. We're gonna talk to him in a second. This guy, legend.
A little shaky still, bro.
I hear you, bro. It's not cool.
That's good right there. That's fine.
Sure? Yeah, I can smell that.
Good Lord, dude. Turn around and like.
Look at that thing. This thing done melted.
Edit that, bro.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Oh my God, I didn't even see what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's insane.
You
You got 3 in the back and just one of them blew, right?
Yeah. Yep. I had just put a spare part in that too. It's got to be the reason why.
You guys ever seen something so fried? Yeah, dude, you're just lucky, you know, that, it didn't cause any other harm.
You ain't kidding. Like.
You're safe to fish another day.
Yes.
Jay Lee, you about ready to get out of here
Hell yeah.
and try and duplicate his success, which ain't happening?
I don't know. He's the Gorge legend.
That's right. That's
I've
right.
seen those videos.
We got deep cranks
That's
though, baby.
smooth, yeah.
What is in
Well,
that?
you know I'm not
Maybe
gonna
one
leave
day
you
we're gonna
stranded,
find
bro.
out what's in there. Maybe one day.
Leave it running, bro.
Leave it running. Okay.
You know I ain't
Some
gonna
behind the
leave-
scenes
oh,
footage
nah.
here. Oh, buddy. Oh
my God.
Lord. Oh man.
I got a part with one with for you.
No
way.
It's yours.
Dude. This feels like, what's that movie? Sword in the Stone. Something valuable's in my hand, baby. Look at that. That's a shad if I've ever seen one.
Oh man, and I seen one. What was it? Monday.
Wow.
Tuesday. Floating on the surface, and it's the exact same size between that and the 8-incher.
Dude.
Yep.
Jeff, always coming through. Thank you so much, brother.
You too, bro.
Whoa, buddy. There's like thousands of them.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like inside that one cove, there's like 3 of these. Towards like early.
That is so freaking cool. We money?
Yes, sir.
We live?
Yeah.
What's up, Warrior Gang? Welcome back to the Tin Boat. Yo, what's up, Warrior Gang? We got like gallons of water, Warrior Gang.
Yeah.
We've got a Vendetta rod here, right? It's a heavy power, fast action, so an extra fast tip made for, single hooked presentations, chatterbaits, jigs, Texas rigs, heavy stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna fish outside of the box today, as I was telling my buddy Justin, right? I was lucky enough to receive one very unique bait that I don't find used often enough out here on the water by a lot of anglers, because I think maybe they're just uncomfortable with it, maybe they don't have confidence in it, but I've seen my buddy Jeff Davis absolutely pull in dinner plates on the dinner plate. Okay, this thing is just a piece of metal. This is a Ben Parker Signature Series fluttering spoon.
That's a 6-7 inch?
I mean, it's large and in charge, let's just put it that way. I think if any large fish were to come across this, he's gonna eat it, all right? And that's the goal. We want big fish. So why not fish bigger? Fish things or imitate things the fish are actually eating. I mean, you guys saw from the footage the balls of bait fish that are around. There's tons. They are not lacking for food, so we just gotta imitate it in the right way. That's gonna be a big player today. We're gonna try it at least. Hopefully we don't snag it. It's a very expensive spoon that thank you so much, Jeff, appreciate you. But other than that, right, we're gonna go outside the box in another way. Let's see
What do we got next? What do we got next?
Next up, we took the skirt off of this 1/2 ounce chatterbait, right?
What?
So it's just a bladed jig essentially. And then we put a Magnum Super Fluke. Very natural shad color. You know, it's a green albino. And that's pretty much the color of the shad we were seeing earlier. Nice and fluorescent. So we can just swim this, pop it. Similar to a scrounger head, but not quite. It's not gonna have that same flutter action. We can give this more of a steady retrieve and that tail's gonna wobble and do its thing. This is a great shad imitation as well. And lastly, we are gonna make today about deep fishing in general. You know, with that spoon, it's heavy, it's gonna get deep. With that 1/2 ounce chatterbait, it's gonna get deep. And lastly, we're gonna fish deep cranks. And that's gonna be my favorite part of the day. You guys know I'm a crank addict. We've got a 6XD.
Upsizing everything.
Upsizing everything. Summertime, it's a must. You guys got to go a little bit larger. At times, I'll go down to like a slider head with a finesse worm, but most often I'm going to be fishing bigger, badder, meaner baits just to get these fish to react and obviously to attract bigger bites. Got an Okuma Guide Select swim bait rod that I'm going to use for these deep cranks. 7'11", heavy power, medium taper, so we've got enough give to get those hooks in. And we're fishing a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader to 20-pound Piscifun braid.
The braid, man.
The braid.
Yep.
That's me. Let's get at them, guys, see what happens.
Yeah.
So you can see up there it's a lot lighter. Obviously, that's going to indicate shallower water. We're going to want to fish the edge of that shallow water where these fish should be positioning themselves to kill shad and other things. Let's make sure I don't get a backlash first cast. How about that? I think we'll be all right. Yeah. All right, here we go. First time with the Okuma Guide Select. Now, usually, if you're going to be throwing baits this big, you should be throwing like a 6-to-1 or slower speed or slower gear ratio, but I'm throwing a 7, I think. Let me see what this is. And the only thing that you're lacking with a high-speed reel is the torque you need on these bigger baits, so I would recommend going a little bit lower gear ratio, but I'm stubborn and I'll just deal with it, I guess. What is wrong with you? All right, so essentially, guys, today we're just going to be making our way from point to point, fishing deep contours and different types of deviations in the bottom and the depth. So we're going to look for areas that have structure paired with, you know, a good depth contour. So shallow to deep, blah, blah, blah. We're going to mix it up with the 3 baits that I talked to you about earlier. The spoon, most likely on these deeper edges out off the flats. This chatterbait with a fluke on it, just for in between. And then a crankbait, a deep crankbait. See if I can get them activated. And long cast, man, long cast, watching your graph, paying attention to everything around you. We've seen a ton of shad, and if anything, sometimes that can make things tougher because these fish have already had their options. Like, they've already had food in front of them all day. I'm just kind of varying my retrieve. I'm popping it, twitching it, working it, sort of like a scrounger, but more so like a spinnerbait. I had the camera off. Dude, I had the camera off, but it worked.
Was that on the way up?
It worked, yeah. It worked, bro.
You know how odd that is, though?
Oh, I had the camera off, dude. But I did it. It worked, guys. Look at that. Look at that. On a 7-inch fluke.
Because
that was, dude, my heart is racing like a mother. Look at that thing. It worked, bro. It worked. That's what I'm talking about.
you ate it on the way up.
Yeah.
You know why that's odd?
Why?
Because even when we...
Dude, look at this thing. Look at that. That is incredible.
When Joey and I were fishing, even though we were fishing worms,
yeah,
we'd be reeling it, like burning them back to the boat, and
they would whack it
on the way back. They would chase it all the way.
Dude, it worked.
And that's a small fish.
Yeah.
So.
And he wanked it. He was like, whoop. All right, dudes and gentlemen, we've been out here for like an hour and a half. Dinner plate. Thank you, Jeff Davis. I've been marking a lot of fish on the graph, a lot of schools of fish. This is gonna be the perfect imitation of these dying bait fish for those big bass. Nice, buddy.
He was out deep, wasn't he?
This is even, dude, I think this is a really sad fish.
I think he's bigger than you think. Pay attention. Oh, buddy. Okay. I can't see him. And he's in the net.
He's out deeper than I expected.
What'd you get him on? Slider?
Slider.
She's ready to go, man. Nice fish. Jaylee on the board. Ooh.
There she goes.
What's that going on back in the woods? We got Sasquatch? Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
What in God's name is this child doing? You got it?
Yep.
Oh, it works. I've never seen that. That's cool. Tell him what the hell you're doing.
All right. So I was just dragging the 6XD across a little bit too shallow, so he got stuck in a stump, and I couldn't get him out by popping my rod tip, doing the line thing. None of that worked. So if it's shallow enough, you can actually take your reel, well, reel down tight first, and once you get that tight line, you can take your reel off, and you just pull the line tight and like spear your rod down at it. And what that'll do is it'll come up to that bait and it'll just pop it off.
That's wild. That's wild.
It seems pretty sketchy, but I mean, it works all the time.
Yeah, it just did.
Because the water slows it down just enough where it's not going to do any damage to your rod, but that momentum will pop off your lure. So
Good stuff from Bass on the Brain. Since we've gotten no love, I'm gonna go to the Baby D-Bomb on a slider. There's one.
nice.
The Gorge Rangers slice up a minnow. Spoon? I think so. They have to come eat this. I really don't know how to fish this shit. Oh, got one. Dude, I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear.
I got the net, no worries.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I got him. Take it easy. He's got black spots on him.
On the Flutter spoon!
Oh! What's going?
Yeah, dog.
Only time, dude. Only time.
Was it on? Yes, it was on, baby. On the Flutter spoon, dude. Wow. That was incredible. I'm not gonna lie.
With that thing in its mouth, oh my God.
Shout out my man Jeff Davis. Sweet. Goodbye, baby. First Flutter spoon fish. Love ya.
And she's gone. Dude, that was so dope.
Yes.
That was so.
My drag was absolutely crap on that fish. I was reeling and wasn't pulling anything.
Damn.
So I was like, well, if he comes off, that's it. All right, guys, I think we've come to the latter portion of our day, which is like, well, we got like an hour left. Well, we got one spoon fish, okay? So that's the saving grace of the day so far. A Magnum spoon. I mean, the thing is like 8 inches long. It's crazy. And then he's got a nice fish on, hold on, don't tell me. Yeah, you're gonna have to remind me. Slider head. Yum dinger. That's right. Both of which are about 3 pounds if we round mine up a little bit. Round his down a little bit, 3 pounders each. Here and there throughout the day, it's been lackluster to say the least, you know, but the important part is I took out a new bait today and caught a fish on it, and that means we've unlocked something else. You know, you get pieces to the puzzle each trip. We've talked about this all day. The more pieces to the puzzle you get, the more effective you can fish day in and day out. So that's all we can do, keep fishing. We got a little bit of time left. Maybe we'll get a lunker, who knows?
Absolutely no way. Is that a striper?
I think it is.
That's a striper, dude. Let him go. Yeah. I'm right here. Dude. Oh my God.
Come here.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Look at that, guys. My GoPro, why is this thing not on? My first official Rocky Gorge striper, like actually fished out of here. Not by accident. See you, buddy. First striper. Whoa, that was quick.
Nice, bro.
All right, brother. Coming to a close here, so holler at the people. Tell them what you thought about today.
Today was rough. We fished basically every single place on the lake. It wasn't like we were short with some type of presentation. We literally threw everything. I mean, I was throwing finesse for the most part. David had the spoon. We were throwing the underspin, the chatterbait.
I didn't throw a jig today, but I threw like a baby D-bomb on a slider head, real finesse stuff. We went from heavy to light, everything in between, moving,
Yeah.
you know,
We
stationary baits. We did it all, really, man.
He caught.
Could have been way
he caught
worse.
a
Could have been way
very
worse.
decent striper, decent bass on the spoon, both on the spoon
Yeah,
actually.
for
So
sure.
We found out a whole new type of fishing. I caught one on the Senko, which I guess is pretty generic because that's the word to use.
You caught one on a dinger? That's right, because we're the dinger gang. Warriors and dingers go together. Anyways, WSSC is rolling into the parking lot, meaning we need to get our ass out of here because it's going to be dark. But like he said, we unlocked a new type of fishing with the spoon, something we both have never done before. Next time he's going to have a few.
Yeah, you best bet.
And next time I'm going to have a few more. It's always a pleasure being out here with my man Justin, trying to teach him what I know, and I'm learning with him every trip. So good to have you, brother.
Good to have you as
See
well.
you on the next one. Bass on the Brain, check the link. I'll link his channel below. Thanks, guys.